Yo, what's going to be, and welcome back to my channel. And today, I just really quickly want you to look at this abomination of a map. It's the NFL's divisions. I'll give you a couple seconds. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And I mean, nowadays it doesn't matter because you could just fly from Dallas to Philly in like 2 seconds anyway, so it doesn't matter. But just looking at the map, it's bad. It's really bad. So today I am here to fix it once and for all. Now, one thing that I won't be doing is looking at it historically, because this is literally the only solution for it to be historic. And even though it looks terrible, I mean, we all love the rivalries that all these divisions have, and it just doesn't make any more sense to have it. Like, I mean, it kind of has to be this way if you want a realistic NFL. So this is all going to be for fun and just to make a nice looking map with no long outstretching lines from New Jersey to Dallas, Texas. For starters, I do want to start on the West Coast because it's just going to be a lot cleaner. You know, over here on the East Coast, it's all crazy with divisions, but over here it's a lot cleaner. You know, the states start getting nice and clean, and that's just really what the West Coast is about. But basically, the NFC West is going to be the Seattle Seahawks, the San Francisco 49ers, the Los Angeles Chargers, and the Los Angeles Rams. Real nice and simple, and it's just the shortest amount of time that the Seahawks can travel besides maybe like Denver, but I mean, it's still pretty freaking far, so I think this makes a lot of sense. It isn't great to have all the California teams in one division and also 2 LA teams, but again, it doesn't matter. This is just my video. But the AFC West is going to be the Las Vegas Raiders, the Arizona Cardinals, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Denver Broncos. I mean, it makes perfect sense. It's literally just the AFC West, but with the Cardinals. Same with the NFC West, but just, you know, adding in the Chargers. Real simple here out west, and it's pretty much already perfect anyway. And this is really the only change that is needed. Now, the South is a lot more complicated. And I mean, I guess they just kind of have a fetish for Eastern teams, you know. They have the Cowboys and literally the most Southern team in the Dolphins, who ended up in the East for no reason. They could just move back now, and I guess that's what I'm going to do, because, yeah, okay, I guess let's just do the South now. But now we got the first of the 2 Southern divisions, and it is going to be, I don't know which one. We'll just call this one the Gulf division, because all the teams are relatively on the Gulf of Mexico, starting with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Miami Dolphins, which technically aren't on the Gulf, they're on the other side, on the Atlantic, but it's close enough, it's just a quick boat ride, the New Orleans Saints, and the Houston Texans. I mean, they both, like, it works, you know. There's an East team, there's 2 NFC South teams, there's an AFC South team. Looking at the second South division, I don't really know what to call this one, but I guess we'll just go with North-South division. As you'll see, all these teams are slightly more north, as I mean, you couldn't really get any more south. So, yeah, starting with the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Dallas Cowboys, the Atlanta Falcons, and the Tennessee Titans. And I think this makes a lot of sense. I mean, the Titans, Falcons, and Jaguars are basically just in a line, all of them very close to each other, and the Cowboys, they don't fit it anywhere, so in real life they just go with the East. And yeah, I guess they really, I don't know, but they became way too infamous with the East. So yeah, I mean, it just makes a lot more sense. I could put the Cowboys with the Texans, but I do like mixing up, you know, cities and same states and all that. So that's why I don't have like all the Florida teams together. But I think this makes a lot of sense, and you'll see why I didn't include the Panthers in a second. Now, moving out east, it gets much more complicated, as there are a lot of teams. I have 16 teams remaining, all of them besides the Vikings, past the Mississippi. And I mean, just a lot of them in very close vicinity. So I'm going to try to break it up, make it a bit more fun. But yeah, I mean, all of this, like, even with the AFC North and all of the Easts, it's so weird because the Patriots and the Bills are both in the East, despite them being much more northern than even some of the NFC North teams. But yeah, it's a whole mess, and I mean the East have the Dolphins and the Cowboys. So that's what you need to know. But yeah, let's start out with, I guess, the AFC East. Scratch that. Starting with the NFC East, we got the Carolina Panthers, the New Jersey Giants, the Washington Commanders, and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I really like this division for two reasons. First of all, we got the Commanders and the Panthers playing, which I just think looks nice. I mean, Commanders are basically just Virginia. Ravens are Maryland, let's be honest. And then, you got the Virginia, North Carolina rivalry. That'd be nice and fun. And I also like it because the Eagles get 2 free wins against the Giants every year, so that's always fun. But yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense. And also, splitting up the East Coast teams, the Commanders through the Patriots. There's 6 of them, so I'm just putting 3 of them in one division, 3 in the other, and then just putting the Steelers with whoever wants them. So yeah, you're gonna see that with this next one. The now the AFC East, and here it is, the AFC East. The Pittsburgh Steelers, as said, the New England Patriots, the Baltimore Ravens, and the New Jersey Jets. I think this again makes a lot of sense, splitting up all the East Coast teams, and I just kind of had to bring the Steelers into it because it was either like, I just wanted the Bills to be in the North because they seem like a way more of a North team than the Steelers do, if I'm being honest. Probably just because the Steelers are in Pennsylvania and the Bills are just like snowing all the time. So yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense, and bringing 2 divisions together, the AFC North and the AFC East, and combining them in a couple of teams. So yeah, let's move on to the North. Now, for the definitely the AFC North, now I'm thinking about it, we got the Indianapolis Colts, because, for real, why are the Colts in the South? That don't make no sense. But the Cleveland Browns, the Buffalo Bills, and the Cincinnati Bengals, it just makes a lot of sense. We got the Lake Erie teams, and I guess Buffalo's not really Lake Erie, but it's close enough. The Bills Stadium is close enough to Erie. But, the Browns are, of course, there. The Battle of Ohio staying alive. As I said, the Colts, why are the Colts in the South? They're touching Lake Michigan, bro. Like, what is going on here, man? Come on. But, yeah, I think that's going to do it for me redoing divisions, because, the NFC North. The NFC North is the holy grail of divisions. It does not get better than this. It's so perfect. Every single state touches another one of the states. They're all so close together. There's historic significance, which doesn't matter for this video, but still I want to mention it. It's beautiful. It really is. And disgracing it would be awful. That would just be like against the law of, I don't know, Allah, God, who knows. But it's just beautiful. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for realigning the NFL's divisions. It was interesting. It's kind of tough to do that with the historical stuff, but ignoring that, it is still kind of tough. Yeah, here's a final map showing off, I guess how far teams need to travel and all that. But yeah, I guess I will see you next time. Next time you want to see me, I don't know. See ya.